Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Country Conversations with DVD. I'm getting caught up, people. Give me a minute. I still have to do Real Housewives of SLC reunion. It wasn't given like it should have gave, so I ain't in no big hurry to bring that to you. But I'm gonna zhuzh it up. But look, this is my sister's recap. We gotta get into it. So that's why I skipped SLC for Sistas because Sistas were hidden from me. Okay, this is Sister season 4. No, season 7. Sorry, I got the thing mixed up here. Season 7, episode 4. Let's get right on into it. Oh, how you doing? If I didn't say how you doing, shame on me. Okay, in honor of Mother Wendy. Okay, let's get it on popping. So, Mr. Leland done went on the globe, okay? And so, Andy is frazzled. And Fatima comes in. And Fatima said, girl, get over that frazzlement because that man gone. He was a managing partner. Go for manage. Go for what you know so we can all get promoted up in here. And then Andy realizes, wait a minute. Hey. That might just work. Hank calls Gary. He lets him know that Mr. Leland passed away. He was like, well, look, man, you know what? Oh, Mr. Leland passed away, so I need partner, and you need to get that Andy out my way so I can get that position. Because he was the one that Gary was like, oh, my goodness, man, what this got to do with me? Because Gary going through it over there at that office where the dude is just typing, and he don't know, well, we don't really know what he typing up. And so Gary was like, yeah, man, what this got to do with me? It's like, Leland is the one who was having us investigate your ass. So, help me out, I help you out, okay? Move right along. So, Zach and Danny get back together at the airport. Baby, when I tell you I felt so much nostalgia. Danny said, what's up? He said, hey, you missed me. I know you missed me. So, they miss each other, and we miss them together at the airport. I wanted Zach. That dog Gary's in my head. See, he embedded in my motherfucking brain. Shout out to Candy. And so it's like that camaraderie. I wish Zach had just got a position there where he could have had like a little cushy position there, but still work with Danny. Because that little camaraderie they had at that airport was always so cute. But do you remember that time that he accidentally slept with her, got Gia's all over her bed, but they didn't really sleep together? Embarrassing. Okay, so they go back to the salon. The delivery guy comes in. If y'all just cut them plaits off his head, that'll be much obliged, okay? Just do that for me, okay? Thank you. Just cut the plaits. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to, zhuzh up this thug thing. But hey, you can cut the plaits and he still can be a thug, okay? Anyway, so he comes in, he's delivering packages, and Pam says, thank you, Trey. And he says, okay. But he's looking at old girl, Karen. And then Karen says, I just know you didn't put them packages on me again because I can't afford them. And then Pam said, no, honey, I didn't put the packages on you. I know the salon is struggling right now. I paid for them myself with my new line of credit. Karen said, watch out with that. Then Trey says, I know what you mean because, I racked up a lot of debt in college. Karen, college? You went to college? Don't be surprised that I went to college. Just because I'm a delivery man, that don't mean I didn't go to college. Okay? Didn't I just tell y'all delivery men? Yeah, I said men's. Intentionally. We're racking up the dough these days. Didn't I just tell y'all that? Moving right along. I knew she was looking down on him. She snooty. And, okay, so Sabrina is irritated over there by Paige. Every move Sabrina makes, there's Paige. Okay, is her name Paige? Am I calling? Oh, I hope I'm not being, stereotypical by naming that white lady Paige, and that might not be her name. Okay. I'm hoping that's her real name. Okay, if it is, charge it to my head because I thought they said her name was Paige. And so anyway, Sabrina tells her that she was ear hustling, and then she says, "Ear hustling, is that like African American vernacular?" Oh, she just said AA. She gave the acronym AAV something like AAV. Yeah. And then she's like, no, it's just what it is. Now, Paige is full of, if that's her name, okay, she is full of microaggressions. So Karen was like, well, you would know that I offered him the Christmas plan if you weren't on your 99th, 177th smoke break. I don't smoke. Yes, you do. You were doing something. Probably just ear hustling like she said you were doing. Anyway, moving right along. India comes in and they are so excited to see her, and Paige is kissing her butt, which I love because I don't care if the Caucasian is the boss, the Caucasian lady is the boss. You rarely see a Karen type full of microaggressions that is respectful and jumps to it when the black person is the boss. Okay? I know I could speak on it. Hey, I was the manager. Yeah, that's one of my many jobs that I had. I was a manager. And all the Caucasian girls that worked under me were respectful, but not respectful, if that makes sense. You'll get what I'm saying. Anyway, over down to the lawyer's office where nobody ever does law work. Yeah, so New Jordan comes in and he's, hey Andy, hey sexy mama. And then she's like, well, I'm still feeling bad about Mr. Leland. Last week I called him Mr. Sweeterson because, hey, I couldn't think of his name. So I just made him the dude that was at Sweeterson, down to the down to the girlfriend. It worked out in my favor because you guys was loving that doggone video. But anyway, Hayden, New Jordan is talking to Andy, and Hayden is watching them. And she's still feeling bad because Mr. Leland died right in her face. Oh my God. I mean, really, he died right in my face. He's like, stop what you're doing. I'm about to get you out of here. And she said, I can't quit my job. He said, yeah, but you got to eat. I'm just taking you to lunch. Boy, if somebody had said, stop what you're doing, I'm about to get you out of here, you would think we're about to go on a heist or something. Or do some criminal activity or something. Like he had the police out there in a getaway car, some stuff. Or a helicopter or something. Some kind of heist. Anyway, Gary is convinced that Andy is the one who is behind him getting in trouble with the SEC. I know it was her talking to him. I know it was her. I just knew it was. Big head too. Okay. Back at the salon. We have Miss Lisa, Karen, and Pam. So Miss Lisa comes in. She was like, well, I just got through cleaning up the office. But babe, what's wrong? You look troubled. I was just thinking. Thinking about what? I was just thinking about our delivery man, Trey. Trey? Who is Trey? Oh, Pam. Oh, that's the new delivery man that wants to sop her up with a biscuit. A gravy biscuit at that. Oh, Trey. I see. And then she says, well, I might have been a little hard on him. And then Pam says, well, I told you about being bougie. Then she says, Mom, am I bougie? Well, you can be a little judgmental. Well, if your mama told you, honey, she know you better than anybody. And she said, well, I may have offended him. She said, if I'm so bougie and judgmental, Mom, How did I get pregnant by ZACK? Well, I mean, you spread your tail and your legs, and yeah. And you might be pregnant by him, or you might be pregnant by Ray or Larry or Tom, Dick, and Harry. We just don't know at this point. Now, Tyler Perry, I know you got some new writers. New writers, I'm talking to you. Don't you, if loving you is wrong us, don't you do it. Don't you have two men that could possibly be the father and then bring in a whole nother element. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm letting you know now. I don't want to see it. Karen, mom's tells, get herself together, and she goes back to the office. Okay. Now, Zach and Danny are still talking at the airport. There's that camaraderie again. Even though they're getting on my nerves, you can still see that chemistry, okay? And so Danny tells him that Karen is getting on her nerves. And then he says, well, I'm thinking about getting a DNA test. And she's like, well, you know, Danny, Karen is going through a lot right now. And maybe this ain't the right time. And he said, oh, yeah, maybe not. But then again, Karen was laying it low and spreading the wide down to the college. They don't ever say what college they went to. I think it was Spelman. I think they're trying to imply that they went to Spelman. Back to Fatima and Hank. So Fatima and Hank do their usual banter. Side note. Crystal Hazlett, I follow her on Instagram. She's talking about what a comedian hating is. She says it takes her scene after scene to stop cracking up with him when he's in the scene with her. But anyway, he's like, what you doing up in here, glorified stenographer? And then she says, well, I am making sure you don't interfere with Annie to get in this doggone manager position. And he says, what you need to be doing is making sure she get an appointment, because I heard that she might be hot down there like Bernie. Mississippi Burning, if you will. And she says, well, don't mess with me. Don't mess with Danny, or I have your knees busted like I did the last time. He said, I ain't scared of your thug cousin, but he is. And she said, you don't want to mess with me and my family. I know you gunning for partner, and so are we. And you better not stand in Danny's way. Okay, so Maurice finally meets Rich down at the juice bar. And Sabrina has that look on her face she normally has on her face. And he's like, Sabrina, what's wrong with you, girl? And she says, well, he's, he doesn't want kids. Is that some kind of red flag or something? And she says, yes, it's a red flag. Well, if he's not from Chicago and he doesn't sing R&B, girl, that's not a red flag. Who wants little nasty kids anyway? And Sabrina's like, I'm serious, I want kids. And then I just realized when he said Chicago and R&B. I was like, what the hell does that have anything to do with anything? I got it. And it's amazing that I just got that over the phone while I'm doing this video. He is talking about R. Kelly. Whoa. Okay, I guess I would have missed Maurice. I know he's all the time, but boy, that come a release sometimes you need, because I just realized. Oh, I got to stop laughing because the way I just caught on to that. And anyway, and then he says, well, as sexy and fine as that man is, you'll get over it. You got over wearing blue contact lenses, didn't you? And she kept saying, I want kids. I was put on this earth to be a mother. And then, so Danny and Andy and Jordan come in, new Jordan come in. And they dap each other up. And he's like, ooh, all that testosterone. I want one. And Rich is like, dude, no, maybe next time. Tag me in. So, P. Nell is talking to Gary, and she's like, "Oh, Gary, Gary, we have gotten so far apart from each other. I'm about to have your baby. We need to make this work." And so Gary knows that he's up to no good as usual. So he tries to electric slide his way up out of the conversation and try to reverse that thing and make it seem like that, he's always on time and on point with them making things work. It's all her, right? And then Penelope says, yes, Gary, you are right. It's been me. It's not you. It's me. Because, I haven't been myself lately. And I really want us to stay in the same house together and raise this baby. And Gary is looking like, yeah, I feel like she up to something. See, men like Gary are always suspicious of their spouse or their significant other because they know they always into some shit, right? So, phone rings. It's Hank. Hank calls Gary. Gary steps out the door. So as soon as he steps out the door, P-Nell gives her some sense finally and starts rummaging through his thing. She finds a new passport. Okay. Zach lets Zach is going to the salon. He busts in like he owns the place. Tony and Danny are talking at the airport simultaneously. And he says, what's up? She said, I've been kicking it with Zach. And then she says, okay. Tony Macaroni Phone Bologna says, cool. I think that's pretty good. You kicking it with him. What's the problem? Well, I might have said some things. Like what? Well, I like to kick it with Fatima. And Fatima's cool people. Karen is really not. And he said, baby, what did you do? I might have told him that he should get a DNA test. He said, wait a minute. As long as you guys have been friends, you told Zach that? You think Karen is gonna, react favorably to that? Probably not, because Karen's always has her panties in a bunch. Well, duh. Ooh, wait. I wish my best friend would. I have to pull out my cane and give her the lesson that dude got in Singapore for disrespecting the rules and jumping in that fountain. He might get like 20 lashes with that cane, right? No, ma'am. And then she said, well, I'm just so tired of Karen trying to make us choose. I don't want to choose. I like Fatima. She's chilling. Karen is not. Well, anyway, back at the salon. Karen is sitting there wondering, I just wonder who all gonna help me pay for this because I got so many bills in here. What, girl? Don't worry. This is Pam talking. I'm doing the voices, okay? Don't worry about how it's gonna get paid, girl. You about to get that little child support when that little bun get through cooking in the oven. So that bun's gonna be done soon. So, honey, you about to get some funds from that good Zach back at the juice bar. Maurice is embarrassing Sabrina. Sabrina says, I got to go back to the bank. Because I'm about to get this new managerial position and I got to beat this Caucasian lady about getting him because you know how they operate. She probably doing all kind of things to throw salt on my name down to the bank. So, P-Nell calls Andy. Andy goes to the side. She says, ooh, I went through his stuff and Gary has a new passport. And she says, I don't think he is who he says he is. Andy says, don't tell him you got it. Put it back exactly the way it was. Act like nothing is wrong. And send me a picture. She says, okay. But girl, Andy, why didn't you just get smart with her? That don't have Andy get smart, right? She could have got smart. Oh, so you just not realizing he's not who he said he was? What about him screwing me and you at the same time? What about him giving me the same ring that you had? What about us being getting matching cars and matching apartments? Child, too many things tonight. Too many things tonight. Gotta move on. So Zach acts like he owns the new salon, the new beginning salon. He bust up in there, kaboom. Guess who stepped up in the room? He said, woo, insurance paid for all this. They should have burnt this down a long time ago. Now, mind you. New writers. You didn't, that's a blooper. You didn't catch on to the fans. You didn't listen to me. Watch the bloopers. Because remember, Karen didn't have no insurance. And Zach knew that. That's why he wanted to send $1,000 check that she tore up. I told you we're going to keep you on your toes now. Because in the long time ago days, we were watching and paying attention in Tyler Perry land how he was right. Okay? So, with those continuity errors, watch out for those. Okay? So, finally, Karen walks in. She's like, oh, what's wrong with you, Zach? You embarrassing me. Can't you see this is my grand opening? Oh, Zach. What an inappropriate time to go. Why you didn't go back down there and get them grocery store flowers and then listen to Fatima and soften the blow? Hey, what's up? I just want a DNA test. And the episode ends. Boy, I tell you, that doggone Zach at that moment was so crass, he could have had some more coof than that. He started out with the coup, ran into Miss Lisa lost the coup, and then ran into Danny and re-lost the coup all over again. Ran into Fatima and lost even more coup. And got rid of the grocery store flowers. I can't make this stuff up. Anyway, that is going to be my episode recap of Sistas. You're all on my mind. Sistas, you're one of a kind. Come on in. It's still commercial-free entertainment over here. I'm up over 700 followers. I'm sorry. Subscribers. Come on in while it's still commercial-free, my darlings. Okay? And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.